We're just about ready to kick off today's qualifying here in Melbourne. It's the Australian Grand Prix. The competition is certainly heating up as we head into today's qualifying. Some impressive times showing up during the previous practice sessions. Anthony Davidson, do you think we can expect a similar level of skill to be showcased during today's qualifier?
Well, I certainly hope so. The competition here is extremely tight, and I think we might see some very close times today. Remember, practice isn't just about fastest lap times, though. It's about optimization, it's about ratifying your decisions. No one's going to be sweating small mistakes here and there, but in qualifying, that all changes. You need to nail that perfect lap or face the consequences, and believe me, that's a lot of pressure.
Well, hello everyone, welcome back for another live stream, and I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today we are going to be doing the full season of F1 2019. So yeah, if you want to show your love and support by doing much more than just watching, make sure you leave a like while you watch. And yeah, we are here and we are rocking already. So yeah, so yeah, pretty awesome indeed. Hello everyone, Crucio, and welcome. My name is Samarin, as always, and I hope y'all having a fantastic day. Hello everyone, Crucio, and welcome. Just testing out the microphone just then. Let's kick things off here around the cloudy track of Melbourne as we hit into the second turning here. Heavy on the braking, turns beautifully, then just sweeping around that corner, going flat out through this corner, heading towards this left and right corner where you don't stay on the brakes for too long, and then you wrap around this corner, you head towards this corner where you can take as much speed through there as you can, but you have to be careful of course. Then you go through the big sweeping corner by here, tap on the barrier, left and right without getting a penalty of course. You hit the DRS, then you go down towards the final bits of the track here. You swerve to the right, then you swerve again to the right, not putting full power on just in case, then you put full power on just then, hard on the brakes, turn left, then turn right, and you hit the DRS to make sure you go faster, and that is a lap around the soon to be sunny Melbourne, and that is 20th place for Daniel Ricciardo, the Australian.
And with the qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Bottas, Hamilton and Max Verstappen. With qualifying wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
Thank you, Crofty. I hope it is going to be a fantastic race. Now, all these races, I'm just going to say it, They are 5 laps just to get the season going.
Let's run you through the drive.
Okay, be wary of the...
Don't want to bore you guys. So yeah, 5 laps around the tracks at the 2019, and it's go, go, go! At the Australia 2019 Grand Prix, as Daniel Ricciardo is at the back here, keeping out of trouble, of course. But is there any trouble up ahead? No, there ain't, as George Russell is trailing behind here, behind his teammate Kubica. But Daniel Ricciardo trying to pull a move on the inside of George Russell. They're side by side, and they're still side by side. Little to give, but then Ricciardo makes sure he guarantees that move, and he almost crashes in the back of the Polish Robert Kubica. Kubica, of course, a fantastic F1 driver, and it is obviously going to be exciting to find out what is going to happen here. He turns left, he turns right, he sweeps around. As you see up ahead, there are cars going for the overtake here, but it's a bit too late. And now Daniel Ricciardo, oh, I tried to squeeze that there where Robert is. He dives bombs, and then he overtakes the Williams of Robert Kubica. He sweeps to the final turning at the Australia Grand Prix here, and just making up 2 positions so far in this track, which is now sunny. And now Daniel Ricciardo leaving the Williams behind, of course, heading to the first turning, chasing after the Frenchman of ReaN Grosjean, and he is a bit ahead of Daniel Ricciardo at the moment. He'll have to late brake here just to catch up with the Haas driver. And up ahead of him, it looks like it is Ricciardo's teammate Nico Hulkenberg, and it is a good first sector from Daniel Ricciardo, a 1:39.3. Can Ricciardo catch up to ReaN Grosjean here at the Australia 2019 Grand Prix? He heads to this tricky section here. Gets a little bit of a tap of the hand because of the stewards there, but he gains a bit more time now on the Haas driver of ReaN Grosjean, and now he could be in prime position for an overtake here at the Australian 2019 Grand Prix. Oh, it's a queue of cars that are up ahead of Daniel Ricciardo here. He's so hard to not brake there, and can he get a slipstream here behind ReaN Grosjean? The sun beams on this track. Yellow flag up ahead. Good exit from Daniel Ricciardo here, but can't get the getaway that Grosjean gets. Oh, that's a lunge and a half from Daniel Ricciardo, if I may say. And that is an overtake on the Frenchman ReaN Grosjean. And now he's going to be chasing down his teammates here. Oh, good turning from Ricciardo there as Grosjean looking to overtake the Aussie. But can he? Good turning again from Daniel Ricciardo as he chases down his teammate in Renault. What will happen here? Brakes. Oh! It's so hard to go flat out there, but sometimes Daniel Ricciardo loves to go flat out. And that is a good sweeping. We've only got a couple more laps left in this race. What can Daniel Ricciardo do? Oh! So close to his teammate, almost losing it as well. And that's unfortunately he's still got DRS, but he is in striking distance of ReaN Grosjean in the Haas. Romain Grosjean collides with Daniel Ricciardo. He spins Romain Grosjean, and that is a big moment in the Australia Grand Prix. I'll be surprised if there's nothing in terms of any reprimand for the Aussie. But what developments here at the Australia Grand Prix. Now he has to do it all over again, Daniel Ricciardo, chasing and trying to catch up to his teammates, but so far he is about 2 seconds ahead of him, and that is not going to be any easy task. He has been given a 2-second penalty for cutting that corner. It's terrible news incoming for the Aussie.
Will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
And that surely is game over for Australia's favourite, Daniel Ricciardo. As we enter the final lap here at the Australia 2019 Grand Prix, as the Renault E-Tech rear wing shines. Oh, little oversteer there, but then he saves it, and that will be that. I'm afraid to say it. Oh, so close. It's the problem with having 5-lap races. You don't get chances. He's out. He's out. He loses it. How can he lose it there? Let's have a replay on that. So turns in. He goes out, tries to get the biggest, but then goes over that curb and wobbles around, and that is it for Daniel Ricciardo at his Grand Prix in Australia. And that is not going to be a happy honey badger at the end of this Grand Prix. And that is that for the Aussie. And that is that, yeah. So at the Australia Grand Prix, we have lost because we are Daniel Ricciardo, and it's thanks to that man, Benotto, for Ferrari, for securing the victory for that man, Sebastian Vettel.
Well, honestly,
I'll leave it
to the driver and the car today.
again.
Ferrari are at it again. Excellent performance at today's Grand Prix.
He usually
and
does
certainly
his
a team that no
great
one and after this round of the World
finger
Championship
that everyone is used to. But yeah, now it's time for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Nah, Bahrain. And yeah. But I loved it. I love it when he does the finger. I'm not a massive hater of Sebastian in real life. He's a great driver. It's like any champion, really. You have to be given the tools to win the championship. And he did at 2010 to 2013.
Bahrain qualifying is nearly upon us, so the drivers look as if they're all
we are
geared
here
up to go.
at Bahrain. A great track on the F1 calendar. A track full of history in the daylight, of course. And a lot of history now at floodlights. As we enter the first turn here, heavy braking, of course. Then you sweep side, left and right. You sweep this way, losing no speed whatsoever. And then you can late brake here whenever you want, because it is a slow turn. As Daniel Ricciardo here swoops in, and then make sure you don't stay on them curbs, otherwise you're in trouble. And big braking section here. And then you get on the throttle very early, and then you go into this corner, early braking, and then you let the corner guide the car, then you go early on the throttle, and then catch up to the car ahead if this was a race, and then you brake, and then you leave off the braking pedal, you push and push around this bend here without braking, but tap the brake at the final bit by here, and you go down to this long straight here, one of many on this track under the floodlights. Then you go into a hard braking section, get on the throttle as early as you can, and that is going to be DRS, and that is going to be a lap around this track. Where do we become on the Grand Prix? It is 7th place. Fantastic for Renault and Daniel Ricciardo. The first place is at Man Sebastian Vettel, joined swiftly behind by both Mercedes of Bottas and Hamilton. It is going to be tight, the race, and it's going to be one to watch, because under the floodlights anything can happen, and anything does happen. So yeah, here we are, the Bahrain Grand Prix, which is gonna be a pretty much epic race. Under the floodlights, it is pretty gonna. It's one of the prettiest tracks on the calendar, and I cannot wait as we head to the lights. It's 5 red lights, and away we go! Poor start from Daniel Ricciardo, getting overtook by the Pink Panther there. Oh, dive bomb in the middle here. Oh, so close here. The Renault of Daniel Ricciardo tucks in right behind Lando Norris of McLaren. Then he overtakes. Little love tap from Lando Norris to Daniel Ricciardo there. Daniel Ricciardo is not going to be pleased after that. And now, as he chase down the Brit, he is going to be hoping to overtake Lando Norris ASAP. Oh, another love tap. He broke too late there, and that is the punishment of hitting the back of Lando Norris McLaren. But since these two are the same manufacturer of engines, then things are not looking too great for Daniel Ricciardo as he goes out wide. Guess give it a time penalty here at the Bahrain circuit. It is terrible news incoming for Daniel Ricciardo as he is struggling with the front wing, and that is losing lots of downforce and equaling a lot of time as Sebastian Vettel.
Okay, we can take it this lap.
It is box time for that man, Daniel Ricciardo. He is going to be so far behind the trailing pack here, but he has to get that front wing change, otherwise he will be losing a lot more time. He probably, unfortunately, will be getting lapped at the end of this pit stop here. He might be.
Release.
And now he is released from his pit box. He's coming back out onto the track, and with no one behind or in front of him, he has got a lot of work to do if he wants to catch up to the racing pack. And hopefully he will not get lapped, because that would be terrible news for him. And now all alone we have got Kubica and Giovinazzi in front of the Aussie, who last time out had a terrible race because of how he retired, and it is 20 seconds ahead of Daniel Ricciardo Kubica, and it's going to be a fantastic it'd be even more fantastic if Ricciardo can overtake Kubica before the end of the race. But knowing that Sebastian Vettel crossed the line in the 1:33, fastest lap of the race, it is going to be highly unlikely that things will change now from the end of the race for Daniel Ricciardo, as I am excused by how far in front Robert Kubica is. And even though that Williams is donkey, they are too far ahead, surely, of the Honey Badger himself.
DRS is now enabled and will be available to use when you are within 1 second of the car ahead.
Literally the pointless thing the engineer has ever said during this race. Only because there's no use for DRS for me, the Honey Badger of Daniel Ricciardo. And now, what can happen here? Daniel Ricciardo can only hope for a crash up ahead or retirement, just so he's not last. But he is doing some quick sector times, so hopefully he can, I would say, do something, but don't forget he has that penalty and that is not going to help his causes. And it's not going to help his causes too if the cars behind are going to overlap him. But oh, he has spun it. He has spun it at the Bahrain Grand Prix here. Things just keep getting worse for Daniel Ricciardo. And now, surely, he will be starting to look behind him again for the first place race winning team, which is surely gotta be Sebastian Vettel, as he is putting some stunning laps around this beautiful track of Bahrain. It's going to be pretty epic when we get to other races such as Britain and maybe Monaco, because Monaco is very tricky on the calendar, and so is tracks like China, the one after this race. And it's going to be interesting to find out how I fare at China. It's going to be interesting, and yeah, but overall it's going to be good. It's going to be good, way better than this race anyway, because no matter what happens, we got a lap left, and I might as well just talk. The good thing is that there's not many cars gonna overlap me, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how far yeah, was that a car I saw before? No, I thought I saw a car. I was like, what? Anyway, yeah, so hopefully the next race we can do good, because obviously everyone wants to get...
This is your final lap of the race.
Thank you, Jeff. Excuse me. So hopefully, yeah, we get into a good rhythm, because this race, despite the little bumps with Lando, it's been terrible. Actually, it's been quite good, but you can't afford to hit or lose any debris on your car, otherwise you're screwed. Even though I'm pumping in some great laps, that's useless compared to catching up with Kubica. And now Sebastian Vettel has won the second race of the season, which is pretty cool. And yeah, as we sweep left and without touching the brake here, we're sweeping right. Now you have to touch the brakes, only a tad, so you let the car drift inwards, and then you go to the final straight on this circuit. The fireworks are beaming out red for Ferrari, and Sebastian Vettel. And that has been that for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Make sure you leave a like. It's not been the best season so far in terms of points wise, but rest assured China will be a better circuit and things would be even better.
And here we are, that is no stranger to the podium, taking their place on top once again. I guess a sublime race today, and
Sebastian
a stunning
Vettel
win
could get title
Let's see how the
in 2019,
as
he
Sebastian
is
Vettel will be very happy with that result as he extends his championship lead. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony
16
Davidson.
points ahead.
For me, it's Kimi Raikkonen.
You never know. You never know. Don't forget, guys, if you want me to do a career mod in F1 2019, just let me know below in the comment section, and then I will respond ASAP. I always respond to comments, so any questions on F1, let me know, and I will let you know. So yeah, here we go for the Chinese Grand Prix.
Shanghai.
And it's wet. That's the one thing I hate, is a wet track. Certain tracks are alright in the rain, but other tracks like this is like terrible. Because look, you go so slow through this section, and then you keep on the throttle no matter what. And then you go into this section where you have to sweep rightwards and then brake heavy, especially because it's wet. And then you go on the throttle ASAP, and then you get out, and then you're losing time a bit there. And then sometimes you can, in the dry at least, you can go flat out here. And then it's gonna be entertaining to see. Ooh, bit of drift in there from Danny Rick, and now you get on the power again, heading towards this sharp corner. You brake as late as you can, then swip to the right, and keeping on the power without stopping. You get to you hug the middle, then you go out wide, and then you go down to the longest straight on the calendar, which is ironic really, but then taking the view, and then you brake heavy on the 100-meter dash, and then get back on that power ASAP, heading to the final turn of this magnificent track, and then you take that line, and it is a 150, but where will that take us? 9th. Not bad for the Grand Prix, and ideally it's where Renault expect to be in this track.
It's time to remind ourselves
where is
of our top
Sebastian
three.
Vettel? He has a poor
Bottas,
he has a poor qualifying.
All that remains
Then
is the main
obviously
event.
we had Lewis Hamilton, of course, top of the pack, and then yeah. Gorgeous sunshine here at the China Grand Prix.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do.
2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 5, and it's go, go, go! Oh, it's another dreadful start from Ricciardo as he goes out wide into last place, Danny Rick. He's trying to keep it in check, and then he goes leaving Kubica behind, and then he is braking a bit later than normal, overtaking the Pink Panther of Lance Stroll. Now run out of Danny Rick. Not full throttle, but he's trying to go around the outside, and he does. Of George Russell. Fantastic move from Danny Rick.
But it's not over yet. Stay focused.
It is going to be a long straight here, which everyone is looking to overtake. But will they? As Danny Rick lines up Giovinazzi of the Alfa Romeo, looking for a dive bomb. Gets that dive bomb. Does he? Yes, he does. Another fantastic move from Danny Rick. P16. Now he's chasing down the Toro Rosso of Gasly. And he is gaining all the time. Trying to somehow undercut by there, but couldn't. And then in the gorgeous sunshine here at the Chinese Grand Prix, there is squabbling up ahead of Danny Rick. Ooh, it broke a bit late, but no damage on the car off the Renault, which is music to the ears of Danny Rick. Then you go around. Can't do his usual trick there, but he can line up Pierre Gasly on the straight. He just needs to keep it very close to the gearbox of that Toro Rosso, but unfortunately he is going to be getting away from him. Not that much, so will he try and get a slipstream? Hopefully he can. It's just too far away, Danny Rick. Have to wait one more lap to catch him. Lewis Hamilton 136.1. Great time. And now the fun begins because DRS
Race officials have enabled
is activated.
DRS.
That's going to be a fantastic thing to see. And Danny Rick takes too much of the curve, but he closes up on that Toro Rosso. Don't forget, two of the Toro Rossos are squabbling, so if Danny Rick can put his nose in, then that would be superb. As he does not brake there, but has to brake for him to get the best exit. Then on the brake, on the acceleration, but still too far from the Toro Rosso. Still too far. He's still got DRS, so don't know what'll happen here. Still too far, Danny Rick. What can he do at the end of this lap? He can't do anything because it's going to be interesting to find out. Oh, he gets so much speed through that first turn. But he loses out straight after that. It's hard to say why. Then he tries to keep that acceleration flowing. then he loses a bit more speed. He closes up straight away to the Turismo now, so maybe, who knows, he can try and overtake the Turismo if he gets too close. Which is unlikely now because it's to take a massive turn here. And now he loses out on traction, which is just terrible. We still get DRS, so that's the good thing about it. As we enter the final lap here, no room for error as 5 laps in every track is terrible.
This is your final lap of the race.
And without hesitation, Daniel Ricciardo here is not at the back, it's not retiring. So overall, this could be a good, it could have been a better race, but it's a steady race for Daniel Ricciardo. As he just goes on the grass there. And then that is going to be it for this unfortunate race that Ricciardo just can't get close enough. It's terrible news. Broke a bit too late there, and he's losing out on positions the final time. That is it. It's terrible news.
Pick up rubber and bring it home.
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. Talk to me, Ants. What was it that set them apart from the competition today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one.
Terrible news.
Ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep...
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend.
Who
It's
take
great
top
to see them.
spot.
Let's have a quick look at how the driver's standings have...
As we head to Akubaki. What am I saying? Akubaki. Baku, Azerbaijan.
Welcome to qualifying in the Republic of Azerbaijan.
In the Republic of Azerbaijan. Here we go. As I take you through the streets of Baku, we go into the first turn here. Working hard.
Are you okay? That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
That's the only time we're going to do it. Right, you brake early. And then you go back on the acceleration. Then you brake very hard there. Then you keep on going. Keep the acceleration going. Then you go down to this long straight. Now you have to watch out for any thing unsuspicious. Now you turn a bit like Singapore, and then you turn left and right there, and then you go down to this bit, and you sweep very slowly left, right, then you go back on the pedal here on the final little bit by here, and then go into the big section, the castle section, and then take it very slow, and then you make sure you make the big exits there, and then you go on the acceleration, second the car out wide and into this wall, then you hard on the brakes, and then you make sure you get back on that acceleration, otherwise you're losing time throughout, and then go back on this final turn, and then you put the pedal to the metal, then you go down, and then you swoop left, you swoop right, and then you go back to this very long straight. Then it is just pedal to the metal right to the finish. And that, my friend, is gonna be a 144. But where does that take me? 18. Terrible.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top 3 today. Bottas, Hamilton.
Terrible.
Before we begin,
Before we continue on the rest of this season, we are gonna be doing a little breakaway thing where we get to go and do some time trial. Now, I love the old classics, including this MP44 and this baby. That is awesome. And then we have the big classics. We have the Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, the Red Bull, the Born. So 2010, 9, 8, 7, 6. We don't have 5. So I'm hoping we get a car from 2005. Then we got 2004, 3. Then we haven't got anything for 2, 1, 2000, and then 99. So for if we get like one car of each year, I think that'd be cool. But yeah, so let's kick things off and let's do it with this. Let's do it with this. Now, the track I'm going to use is the British Grand Prix. Now, I'll tell you for why. It's because it's one of the best Grand Prix around. And I cannot wait to test this puppy out. Now, this is, I think, the fastest classic car out there. And a lot of people would think otherwise. But, yeah. Hopefully it is as good as it is. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry while I have a spasm because of how incredible this sound is. I remember the sound back in the day because I watched F1 in the late 90s and it was incredible. Oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. I'm good. But yeah, it's... what a car. I mean, I don't think anyone can say otherwise. So I watched F1 in the late 90s. And back then, it was carnage in heaven. Not only was the cars the best they ever looked, but a lot of stuff happened. Oh no! You're joking me. But yeah, back in the late 90s, it was incredible. You had loads of riots, you had fights, you even had a marshal coming down from the Silverstone track. Bit controversial, but a marshal ran in the middle of a race. He ran in the middle of the track and all the cars had to dodge him. It was incredible to see this time. And so yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, no one in their right mind has known anything like that before. A Stewart running right in the middle of the track when a race is on. You see all the cars trying to dodge him as well. It's insane. And if that happened today, a lot of people would be like, what on earth am I seeing? So yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. And 2003 was the first time I went to a Grand Prix live. I know what you're saying. Oh, if we watched it in the late 90s, I thought we only been to 2003, and that's it. But I'll tell you for why. I go to Silverstone every year, sometimes for pleasure, sometimes for business. And Silverstone has a really warm place in my heart because I've been there for every season since 2003, and that lap has got to be incredible. By the way guys, any lap I post here, if you have the game and you want to see if you can beat it around this track, around this car, then drop down videos or your pictures of it down below, and I'll be amazed if you can beat my time, because not many people can go through certain sections like without breaking. Like this part now I'm not gonna break, and it's gonna blow your minds. So watch this. So oh, I knew that was coming. But here, obviously I have to here, but in the normal F1 cars I go flat out all there as well. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, overall I'm one of them people who loved old F1 more than now, because of how amazing things were back in the day. And yeah, to me it was pretty awesome, because right now you wouldn't get someone like Lewis or someone like, I don't know, Kimmy. Well, you might get Kimmy, but you wouldn't get someone like Lewis coming to someone's garage and start fighting another driver. Like, that's invalid, come on. So yeah, just saying that back in the day, you had these incredible, the magnificent, the ear-dropping, the spine-tingling, the gobsmacking, the incredible, sexy, loud engines, and you don't get them anymore. I know they try to do it loud, but you can't beat these engines, can you? Let's be fair. Hopefully we can set a better time. If we don't, I'll use a different car. Because this car is a beast. But others, more beasties. But my next lap is invalid as well. By here, I bet you guys can't go flat out by here. And if you can, GG. What car is that? Is that the board? Probably not. Yeah, it is. I mean, the Brawn was a beast, but cars before it was godly. If I had to put this car, compare this car to the Brawn, this car will go to the very top. Brawn will go to the next level. Not next level, but the level below this. That's how highly I rank a lot of these old cars, because they made incredible memories for everyone in F1, and you can't beat them. Now hopefully this lap coming, I know, right, I'm gonna just end it and switch car. We'll keep it at Britain. We'll try the... Heck, we'll try the Bourne. Now we'll do it at Sunset. Yeah. So, here we go, lads. So, the other guy, that was the other guy in the Bourne. See a lot of times. My personal best is a 133.150. Now, if you can beat that, I mean, you can beat anything really. But the Brawn seems to go a bit faster than that, so let's see how we do in the Brawn. Obviously, if you think of it, the Brawn is lighter, thinner, smaller. So let's do it. In comparison, yeah, they are. This is very small. Very light as well. Here we go, come on. There we go. I think this, you can accelerate more with this. Like, as soon as you get on the throttle, you're instantly quick. With the Ferrari, you're like, you press on the throttle, but then it takes time to get up to the revs. So, yeah. I wished toadies, then not just one car in a certain era, but one car, like a bunch of cars from a certain era. So say in this era, the 2009, I wished, I'm going to be overtook here. I wish that they had the Toyota, because I love Toyota, and it's going to be awesome. By the way, guys, I'll be doing a, next, hate when that happens. By the way, guys, in the coming days, I'll be doing a top 10 tier list for my favourite F1 liveries. Now, that is going to be special because I am a fanatic in terms of F1, because I've been there through the hard times of F1 and all the, well, I don't think there's been much hard times in F1, but yeah, it's going to be invalid. It's already invalid, son. So close to beating this guy's time as well. It's, like, my time is like blitzed already. So close to beating him as well then. I think that's the point where I'm not going to, because look how quick that Ferrari is in a straight line. And I'm going to be screwed in this lap coming, because I took so many little corner cuts, it's going to invalid me straight away. Come on, let's see what we can do. Valid? Yeah. It's terrible. I do a lap with this, and I see I do a lap of one more car around this track, then I'm gonna continue on the F1 2019 season. This is just like a little break from the season, so you see later on in the season that I never break. So yeah. But obviously you can see that a straight line is even more than the brawn. No. Okay, next car. Ooh, what shall we do? Which car shall we have? Should we have a nice old classic? Let's go for the Williams. Let's try Williams. Do it in the midday as well. I mean, I done okay in the Brawn, but nothing beats that Ferrari though, does it? Let's be fair. Now this will be faster than This won't be faster than the Ferrari in any means necessary, but it's just fun to have a look at. Fun to play around with these cars, because you can't go flat out with this car. You see how quick the other cars are, and the development time as well. I mean, this car looks incredible. I just love it. These cars, like in this type of era, is fantastic. Because the look of the cars is just amazing. This is what I want F1 nowadays to look like. Because look how good that car looks. Oh, that looks incredible. And like I said before, this ain't going to be a competitive time. I'm just enjoying the car around British territory. There you go. Pretty cool, huh? I mean, you could tell straight away that the other two phenomenal speed with them. Awesome. Let's try the cockpit cam. Looks incredible in cockpit cam, gotta say. I remember back in the day playing on the F1 97 and playing on F1 99 games on PS1. These just look weird as. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. And that, my friends, has been a lap, well, 2 laps or 3 laps around Silverstone in this magnificent Williams, which is fantastic. So now we end our little incredible job. So yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. Now I just want to see something a sec. Because I know for a guarantee I haven't unlocked that right now. But yeah, that is the best one. They got all louder and all the old classics, of course. But yeah, that's been the classics. Let's continue down our championship season, shall we? on Baku. Now the stream will end at the end of this season in the F119, and it's going to be interesting to find out what you guys think of it, because it's going to be interesting to see what the end result in this race will be. And yeah, pretty awesome indeed. Oh, my knee. Here we go, lads. Here we go. Come on, let's do Renault Pride. Go, go, go! Good start from everyone in front. Great start from that one. Ooh, squeeze it from an Alpha. Oh, it's about being bumper cars.
We have to replace that front wing. Box now.
Oh, that's naughty.
Right? Engine off, engine off.
That's too naughty. That is it. That's the end of his race and the end of this race. Not going too well this season for Danny Rick. And if my mind is correct, we are going to Catalonia.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations.
Yeah. We got
a real team victory today. So let's review the drivers.
Yeah, so the next race will be Catalonia. Yeah. Now I like this track. Many people have a bit of a bad taste when racing around this track, but I always think that it's a good track. It's got them windy bits and it's got some good straights. So the only downside I reckon is that I wished it was the old layout where at the end of it it's like a big loop instead of like a little weird bit at the end. But hey, let's take you through the circuit of the Catalonia. So long straight, brake as late as you want there, dip your nose into the curbs, a big swoop around, not lifting off whatsoever, just to gain a bit of time here. Then you brake heavy, then you go swooping around this turn again, and then you go back here, hit your pedal to the middle, and then you get off to the gas towards this section, which is a left and a right. Then you go outways. Sometimes you can not brake there, but some people do, and now you heavy brake there. Then you go swooping over the top of that corner, then you swoop around this turn, being careful not to hit the curbs, otherwise you spin. And then these are treacherous, you make sure you don't hit too much curb, get back on the throttle, bend it around for the final turn. Then that's it for this trolley session around Circuit de Catalunya. We are 17th, similar position to Baku last time out, but
we're all ready for tomorrow's race. But before we begin,
let's see what happens. Right, here we go, lads. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't crash out or anything. Right, lads, and away we go! Terrible start from Danny Recchia at the Catalonia Spanish Grand Prix. Not looking too bright here at the track. Now everyone's just being careful. As I swoop around this turn, not braking. If you go outwards, you're gonna hit the curbs. And then swoop around here. Danny Rick is trying to catch up to Williams here, and he does. Side by side with Russell, but Russell gets ahead, does he? Yes, he does. As all time long, Danny Rick is fighting a losing battle here because he's sliding away.
Let's focus now for the rest of the race.
It feels like deja vu with him as well because of the person who is trying to go on the outside of George Russell, but can he dive bomb? Yes, he can.
Okay, this is Jeff. I need you to stop cutting the corners. If you keep it up, the stewards will award you a penalty.
That is a fantastic and a bit ballsy move from Danny Rick there, but he has stuck it to the wall, and that is that. Unless Russell can come back at him, which he can't, because he'll be too late on the straight there. Now Ricciardo going after Giovinazzi last time out, causing Ricciardo to retire, which is terrible news. But overall, yeah, pretty cool, and hopefully things can improve. Poor Danny Rick. He's on the gravel there. Gets over top. Loses a bit of front wing.
Mind that front wing. It'll need replacing if it takes too much damage.
Comes out wide. Tangling with George Russell here. What on earth is Danny Rick doing here?
We've been awarded a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race.
And as they do, sorry for the quietness here, they do pit both of them. What a phenomenal thing to do.
Complete, go now.
And gets out in front of Danny Rick here. And it's a fight to the finish here. Who will be last place? Will it be the Aussie of Danny Rick?
Okay, entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
Or will it be that man in front of him, George Russell? Find out after next. George Russell is going to run the same tyre, the same life of tyre, everything the same compared to Danny Rick here. Danny Rick has got him in the bag. He's just playing with him. Danny West is chasing after Russell. Mr. Brooks against the Aussie. Wheels prevail. It'll be the Aussie, of course. Oh, big crash. Big crash.
What happened? Let me know you're okay.
Another retirement for Ricciardo here.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. So let's review the updated drive.
Right guys, I'm gonna end it here. Now, because it's a midnight live stream, we are gonna end it at midnight, and that is in 3 minutes time. So all I'm gonna say
We're here at the magical
is
circuit.
thank you all for coming along to watch this live stream. I know it's not ideal, but you can always watch it in the morning or whatever. And so yeah, so I think that is where we're going to wrap up for tonight's live stream. And yeah, thank you so much for watching guys. If you did enjoy anything you have been seeing right here right now, make sure you show your love and support by subscribing, leaving a like, commenting and sharing, because sharing is caring. And yeah, more people who know about this stuff, this gameplay and my channel in general, the more subs and the more help you give the channel. So make sure you do show your friends and family this channel and check out some of the vids, and if you like it, subscribe, and that's all I'm asking. So thank you all for watching. Of course, my name is ReaN. This has been the half F1 season, and until next time, of course, diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you all for watching, and good night. Stay safe.